We just spent 12 days in Andalucia this past May. This is day 4, which we split between Córdoba and Sevilla, so come along with us as we take you through what we did day by day. So since we were only spending one night in Córdoba, we decided to stay a little longer today and arrive later to Sevilla so we could really take advantage of our time here. We had booked tickets for the Palacio of Viana, which is a 15th century palace and garden complex. I was initially unsure about booking this, but I'm so glad we did because it was absolutely stunning, and it has 12 patio gardens, which really made up for the fact that we weren't able to experience the ones in the city as much as we would have liked to. They don't allow filming within the actual palace, so I'll show the gardens in the meantime, but basically every ticket automatically comes with a guided tour, so you can't actually visit the palace on your own. You're led as a group through each room, and the guide pretty much explains every facet of the palace, and there was so much to see. Some of our favorites were the library of over 6,000 historical books, the floor-to-ceiling tapestry room detailing what they thought the flora and fauna of the Americas were like at the time, which was really funny because they had things like tigers and elephants on them. They also had a collection of Cordoban leathers, which is very unique in design. After our visit, we made a quick stop right around the corner as I had heard that Lego had their very own patio this year. The arch and all the flower pots were made of the Lego flowers. They even made a Lego trellis hanging from the windowsill. It was all really cute. After that, we hit the road for Sevilla, checked into our Airbnb, which was located right by the cathedral with an indoor garage, so it was super convenient. I will say Sevilla was definitely the most challenging to drive through so far. The roundabouts were much more complex, so much so that we ended up turning up the wrong way of a street on a roundabout and missed the parking garage of our Airbnb by 20 meters, which would have been a minute walk, but it ended up being a 25-minute drive as all the streets in the historic center are one-ways, so we basically had to drive out, circle the city, and then drive back in. We didn't really have any plans for the rest of the day, and at this point we were pretty exhausted from all the driving, so we grabbed some tapas to recharge and then wandered around the central area a little bit, first through the Santa Cruz neighborhood, and then we wound up at Plaza de Espagna. There's so much that can be said for this place. It's an absolutely iconic area, and it was probably one of my favorite squares that I've ever seen in Europe. The videos of it really don't do it justice. It's absolutely massive in person, and there's so many beautiful details. There are painted ceramics just about everywhere, on the bridges, the floors. The lower level is lined with painted ceramic murals of all the provinces in Spain, and the upper level ceiling is lined with their coat of arms. We spent a lot of time here just walking through the levels and taking it all in. I would recommend coming here more than once, especially during golden hour, sunset. You can also rent boats here on the canal. It's just overall a great place to relax and take it easy. Afterwards, we wandered through the Maria Luisa park surrounding it, and we somehow ended up at the Mexican Pavilion, which isn't actually open to visitors. It's just a university building, but they did have some peacocks casually strolling around the parking lot. We were just about done for the day, so we made it back north to our Airbnb, stopped in to visit a little church attached to the cathedral, and that was that for day 4. Day 5, we have our major monuments day with the Alcazar and the cathedral, so follow along for that.